What's up, family? What's up, family? What's up, family? This is my sixth installment on this channel, and what I want to talk about today that's jumped into my thoughts as I was thinking about the things that I wanted to talk about. I was thinking about these kids today, and it's crazy because I'm sounding like my pops. I'm sounding like an old head when I said that. I hear my pops in my head, these kids today. And what I noticed, about, the youth today is that, a lot of these kids is misguided. Like, they're raised by babies, basically babies raising babies. And it's really sad to see because, a lot of them are doomed. A lot of them are doomed because they don't have that structure. They don't have that background. They don't have that family structure. And that's what's missing today so desperately in our society. That's why you see so many of these kids out here, wilding, especially young boys. But now you seeing the girls are wilding more than the boys today. Like, this is some wild times that we live in, and the thing about it, what makes it, double down, wild and sickening times that we live in, because, the things that these kids today is being recorded, it's being documented, and it's being shared. It's being shared to other kids. So other kids think, even the good kids think that this is how we supposed to act when we out in public. This is what we supposed to do. Like, you can have good kids that growing up in family communities where they got both parents in the house and all is good and they going to good schools and they getting good grades, but they see these kids wilding out on the internet, on their phones, and they think this is the thing to do. That's just like, for instance, you see how the trends are being set today. Like, these kids are following trends because this is what they see on social media. They only have to go to school to follow a trend like we had to do back in the day. We go to school, we see other kids wearing Pro-Keds, we see other kids wearing Converses, we see other kids wearing Nikes. That's what we wanted. Well, today, all that is dictated by that little device that they have in their pocket or in their hand, that phone. And it's like, pipeline straight to them, pipeline straight to their brain, the dysfunction that we live in society today, and it's really sad because it's like, how do we save the youth when you got so many kids being raised, babies raising babies, where you got these babies, these kids that don't have a clue of how to raise a child, don't know the first thing to do, don't know they ass from a hole in the wall, and they're raising kids. The cool thing to do is, have a gun and roll a blunt, get high, and they think this is how it's done. And this is what we supposed to do, because this is what they saw their parents doing. You see what I'm saying? You see how it's like a trickle-down effect. You know what I mean? And it's like it's no end in sight until we obliterate. I hope I said it wrong. Until we destroy or push back on that whole, dysfunctional family is where it's at, where the mom is raising the kids and there's no dad in the home. Until we push back on that, until we eradicate that and we bring back into the fold, mom and dad in the mix, and it takes a community to raise the kids. Like, that's been lost. Like, that's just out of the question anymore. It's like, you got women raising boys to be men. Like, how is that going to turn out? Let me tell you how that's going to turn out. It's going to turn out emotional kids, emotional young boys who you see today that at the drop of a hat that they're, shoot somebody or do something because they pissed, because they not getting their way. They all emotional like women be. And that's what you see with the young boys today. where they so emotionally, detached, that they immediately act out whenever they get their feelings hurt, go get the gun. Ain't no fighting, because guess what? Dad taught you how to fight. Dad taught you how to hold your hands. Dad taught you how to protect yourself. Where don't nobody have to teach you how to grab a gun. But it is being taught. It's being illustrated every day, because you see it on the video, you see it on your phone, with these kids going out getting guns and destroying each other. They created a genre in rap with the drill music. This is what the drill music. This is what it's all about. The culture, like they have a culture of killing and violence. This is maddening, and it's wild, because imagine that. Imagine growing up in a culture where killing your op or killing your enemy, it's not, oh, you fight them, you put, you get it on and y'all argue, whatever, y'all fight, and you live to see another day. That was back in those days. Those days is gone. Now these kids today, the way they handle beefs, the way they handle, arguments, it's like the last word, who can go get their gun the quickest? Who can go, grab their stick out the car the fastest? You know what I mean? And even if that wasn't part of the equation, it's like in the head of one of them, like, I don't know what this dude gonna do tomorrow or the next time he see me. I'm at to get him before he get me. It's kill or be killed. And that's where it's come to. And it's all because of the family structure that's being destroyed. And that's what I believe it goes back to. And the sad thing that's happening in that cycle is that they building these prisons to house our kids after they commit these heinous crimes, and they charging them as adults. They charging these young black kids as an adults, and then you got, people saying, oh, well, this is the right thing to do, charge them as adults, because you see what they have done, and you see how demonic and evil it is that they have done, but what did they have to compare to any different? You see what I'm saying? You see how the potholes are set for them to be destructive and evil? Is they doomed from the start. You know what I mean? And then you got the system that's creating it. You know what I mean? Who would go out and create a genre of rap music that's talking about killing each other? That whereas though you go on to YouTube, you can basically go on to YouTube and it's well documented, like they getting points for killing one another. That's what's even sickening worse to me, is that it's documented on video how many got killed in this set, who's up on who. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. I could never think of something like that as I was a kid growing up, that is documented, that, that side that we gang warring with, they got more killings than us. We got to get our numbers up. We got to go get our get back. And then the thing about it, it becomes a deadly game of like tennis, like table tennis, where you kill my boy, I'm going to kill your boy. You smoking on my boy, I'm going to smoke on your boy. So the cycle never ends. The cycle continues. You see what I'm saying? You see how it never ends, because they feel like they got to get that get back because you killed their cousin or because you killed their brother. And it's never going to end because they on the video, they talking about it. They think it's the cool thing to do, to talk about each other and how they killed one another. And it's just a sad day and time that we living in, man. It's really sad, because these kids today, they don't care. They don't care about nothing. They don't care about each other, and they just lost. But the last thing I want to see them done is been treated like adults, because they not adults. They need rehab. They need love. They need somebody that's going to pour into them to let them know that this is not the right way to go. This is not the right thing to do. They need our old heads back in the mix. They need us pouring into them, showing them how to do it, because they don't know. They boys don't know. They like and it's taking me back to a conversation with my son, where it's like these young boys today is like a pack of wild dogs from Africa. Go look at the pack of wild dogs from Africa. Look how they run. One is weak by itself, but a pack of them out for blood. A pack of them ain't gonna stop till they kill. And that's how I look at them. You know, they by themselves with their hands, they not tough. But when they got their guns and they with their mans, it's on and popping. But I just want to leave y'all with this, man. If y'all got some young boys or young people in your family, man, pour into them, man. Pour into them, man. Don't let them become a part of this culture. Don't take that seat back and think, oh, well, it is what it is, because you become part of the problem. You got to pour into them. It's us. We got to bring it back to us. You can't blame it on the kids, because the kids going to do what they want. And y'all see what we getting when we let them do what they want. You can't lead them up to their own. You got to lead them. You got to show by example. We got to get back to showing by example. And I hope that y'all learn from this today and share this, man. Share this with somebody that need to hear this. Share this with another brother. And also, too, women cannot raise a boy to be a man. She knows nothing about it. I don't care how much she say she do. Women, y'all got to get out the way and let these men raise these boys. Stop trying to control the set. Stop trying to battle this man for supremacy in your house. Let this man be a man. If you got a man in your home trying to be a man, let him be a man. Let him take control. Let him lead. Let him lead. Let him be the man of his house. Stop interrupting. Because when things don't turn out the way that you want them to turn out, who you gonna blame? You're gonna blame that man for not standing up, being a man. But I just want to leave y'all with that. It's your boy Philly Dark One, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, in my opinion, because I got a lot of them, y'all. This is just the beginning. But I want to hear some feedback on this. What y'all think about it? Hit me up, all right? And I'm out. Peace.